Hello, today we're going to do a quick review of the Iconic London Precision Duo Contour Pot. Now, I've had this for about 3 or 4 months, I feel like. It could be a bit less. Let's go 3 months. And I balked at buying it at first because it is £25 for a contour pot. Now, my usual contour that I use daily for a cream contour is the House of Glam Dolls Glam Base Wheel. Can't remember how much it is, but this has lasted me years and hardly looks touched. 25 quid for something this small did give me the willies, but I did want to try it because it's cream and powder together, which I love. I use a cream and then a powder. I layer my makeup every day. So I really liked that it was 2 products in one pot. And I really liked the look of this colour because it's grey toned. I like a non-visible contour, so the fact that it has a grey undertone like a natural shadow worked for me. I've got it on now. Hopefully you won't be able to see any stripes down my face. Now, it doesn't show up much. I like it because it's subtle, but I still find myself sometimes being like, oh, that is pale, but it does the job. So Iconic London are completely cruelty free, so it's really nice to have a cruelty free contour option. The price is a sticking point for me. I don't love the packaging. It's really difficult to get into. It's got little nail holes that sometimes are forgiving, sometimes aren't. You've basically got the cream here, no mirror, powder, mirror. On principle I love it, but it's really hard to open, and I have been known to stick my nail into the cream. At the moment from Iconic London it is 30% off, so it's £17.50, which is more of a reasonable price. So I always use my very old Real Techniques contour brush, but I'm not sure if you can get it anymore. My other favourite one is from Zoeva. It's the one I have in my kit loads. It's called it's basically the same shape as this, and it's quite little and round, and it's called something like the Face and Shape brush. So I use this. So this is the pot. It's quite annoying to open. I don't know if you can see that. You have to get your nails in, but there's a bit in the middle, and then sometimes you stick your thumb in it. So this is the bottom part. It has cream contour, and I'm using medium, I think. Yeah, medium. And I was worried this was going to be too dark and I should have gone for one lighter, but it's very subtle. So subtle's good. I like subtle, but if you're someone who wants a bit more oomph, then I'd almost shade down, because it is, I mean, I'm pretty pale, and normally the medium colour wouldn't do it for me. The reason I chose the medium is it looks like it was the most greyish toned, and I like contour to shape my face, not to be visible. So I like a grey tone, but it's not for everyone, but that's why I chose it. So there's the cream. I've just hit the pan at the bottom. So normally I do my cream, and then because I wear cream blusher, I do my cream blusher, do everything else, and then when I start layering powders, I will add the powder. So in the top part is the powder. Again, it's less annoying to open, and they do have a nice mirror in the top. So one of my things about this is I'm definitely going to run out of the cream before I run out of the powder. I really like layering powder on top of cream products, so this for me, the reason I got it was I loved the fact that finally a brand had come out and done that for me. And I do really like this on me because I like a subtle contour. Again, the powder is grey toned, but a lot of people have found that the colour payoff isn't good enough for what they were wanting. And the thing is, it's not cheap. It's a little pot. Let's see how many grams. It's 3.5 grams of powder, 3 grams of cream. And it's 24, 25 pounds normally, which isn't cheap. So I've had this for 4 months, 3 months. This is my House of Glam Dolls Glam Base Wheel, which I've had for years, and use these two pretty much daily. And I've just got loads left. Now, obviously, these guys are going to make less money because I don't need to buy as many of them. But I just feel like for that pricing, you'd probably do better at making it under 20, because it is so small. Just going to go and finish my makeup. So that's it, using the contour pot from Iconic London. It's really subtle. If you like subtle contour, then it's a good one to try. If you, like me, like cream and powder together, then it's really nice to have everything in one place. If you like a very visible contour, which I think needs a different word, I wish it had a different word because it would make me less about it, then it might not have the colour payoff for you, or it might not have the depth of colour that you're after. But I feel like for a lot of people, they want a bit more visibility, and this possibly doesn't have it. I don't know that I would go a shade down, because I think I would lose the grey undertone, and it would be for deeper skin tones, so it would have a slightly warmer edge, and on my pale skin tone it wouldn't work so well. I wish the price was a bit less, and I don't love the packaging. I don't mind, I like a circle, I like the fact that it doesn't look like other stuff that I've got, but opening it is a real pain. It's really hard to see it, but there's a gap for your nails here, and then there's a central bit, and then there's a gap for your nails here, so you can't get too in without like throwing it across the room. I'm torn. I like the product, it goes on well, it lasts well. I don't like the price, I don't like the packaging. I really like the concept. I think if it had a bit of tweaking, it would be really good. Also, the colour range isn't great, but with a lot of things, they have to bring out the colours that they think will get bought the most before they can expand that range. So I understand why they've done it, but also I always feel slightly uncomfortable in anything where I'm a medium. If I'm a medium, we're way too up the scale of paleness. So that's it. I hope that was helpful.